Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, da-da-da. Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil.
Good morning, you guys. It is today. I have not picked up my camera in literally days on days. It's been very busy. I'm officially on leave. I think the last time I spoke to you was probably my last day of leave. I've been busy since then. I've had visitors come through. Yesterday we went to Gold City with my daughter because she's been wanting to go to the carnival, and you know how every single mall right now has those pop-up carnivals, and we're like, we'll take you to a proper one, like a proper big one, and you know that is worth how many, because I don't know how much you're gonna spend buying tickets at these small ones. So we'd rather just take it to Glory City. So that's what we did, and it was really fun. I think I probably would have shared a bit of footage from there yesterday, and 3 days before that we went to the book launch and signing of Shoma Josie's new book, Shoma and the Stars. I think that's the name of the book. But we went there. It was held at Mall of Africa. It was so full. We waited so long to get the signing, but it was good. It was really nice, and Shoma Josie is such a nice person. She was taking the time to literally speak to every single child that was there, taking pictures with them, dancing with some of them, engaging with them. Like, it was beautiful. And she read from the book a little bit, and yeah, it was nice. And then I hung out with Umpile and the twins. After that, we went for lunch with all the kids, and it was really fun. So it's been quite busy. Today is Saturday. I have a bunch of errands to run. I'm currently in the car, obviously. I'm in the garage, just letting the car warm up. And so I've got to finish. So I need to get some stuff for my daughter for school. So I need to get her another pair of sneakers. I need to get her lunch bag. I need to get some stationery. I need to get a few toiletries. But yeah, I'm about to head out now. I have a lot of things to do, and we also have a surprise birthday shindig to go to in 4 ways. My 2 aunt-in-laws, it's their birthday, so my cousin in love, my cousins in love actually, planning a surprise thing. So we're gonna go there later this afternoon. So yeah, that's the plan. So it's currently, what time is it? Yo, it's almost 9:30. So I'm actually running late because I have so many things to do, so I need to rush through it. I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of Daughter of the Moon Goddess because I have not picked up the book in literally 2 days, and I've been doing my hair. I finally found somebody to do my hair, but I had already started doing this when I got their contact. So next time I do my hair, I'll be using their services, and I hope it's good. I hope we can like build a relationship, and she doesn't charge that much. So yeah, that's the plan. I will talk to you guys probably when I get back. If not, whenever you see me, child. Whenever you see me. Hello you guys. I feel like I'm zoomed in, right? There we go. That's much better. Did I talk to you today? I feel like I might have greeted you in the morning, but I'm not completely sure. It's been quite a busy day. I woke up, decided to do some workouts, so I did bear Pilates, which is apparently a combination of Pilates and ballet, which was cool because I'm in the workout mood I'm currently in is to do workouts that don't make me huff and puff and ache when I'm done. And this is why I'm leaning more towards like walking and doing yoga or Pilates, and I'm trying to like do stretches as much as possible. So after my workout I did a stretch and then I did my meditation. So it was a great day of working out. And then I had my vitality health check today and it went okay. There's definitely room for improvement. I mean, my blood pressure is good, it's always good. My glucose was good, but my cholesterol was just above like what the limit is, so it needs to be like less than 5, and mine was like 5.6, so that was not good. But the nurse did additional tests, and I think she was saying that my good cholesterol was good, and another test that was good. So it was the bad cholesterol that was too much, and she was saying that may be something that is hereditary, but I don't think that's the case with me. I think it's just all the fat and everything I've been eating this past December. But I'm glad that I went because I kind of like wanted to get a starting point, a benchmark, or whatever it is, to kind of figure out where I'm at physically and with my health, and then work on myself, do my exercises, eat better, and all that, and then in 6 months time go back and do it again and see how would have done. So yeah, I did that. Went around, did some shopping, and then came back home. So in terms of my reading, because I feel like my vlogging in January this week, this is the first week of January, my vlogging, I feel like it's like non-existent. It's not all like it's all over the no, it's not even all over the place. It's non-existent because I come in here to greet you guys and then I disappear. But I started listening to The Obsession by Jesse Cusitanto, and it is a YA thriller for basically fans of You. If you loved You, I think you will enjoy this. I was a huge fan of You. The TV series I feel like was better than the books, but I did read book one and I enjoyed it. I feel like it was very on point with what happened in the series. And then I read book two and it was like, And then I went to book three and it was like, nope. So I DNF'd that. But I did enjoy the series in general, especially watching it. So this one follows two characters, two perspectives. One is, I already forgot his name, the male character, and then who is the obsessor. And then we've got Delilah, who is the obsessee. And Delilah is half white and half Singaporean, and her father recently passed away, and her mom is is her mom Singaporean? Or is her mom white? Oh, I'm not sure. I feel like the mom is definitely Singaporean, and she was dating this cop. His name is Brandon, and he is very abusive, and then something happens, and then we've got the male character who's also like the love interest, because I guess the obsession is somebody obsessing over somebody else, and he is obsessed with Delilah and has decided that he is in love with her. And since the first time he met her, he decided that this is the love of my life, and he's been doing all this research on her and learning about what she likes and all that through social media, which children, it can be a dangerous place. Social media can be a dangerous place. But yeah, learning everything that she likes, the books she likes to read, so that he can basically create comparisons between them when they get to talking the first time. It's like, oh, I love reading. Oh yeah, my favorite book is 1, 2, 3. Knowing that that is your favorite book because he saw that on your, I guess, in your social media pages, until one day, I guess, he asks her on a date and she agrees. They go on a date and it's the most perfect day she's been on, because obviously he knows everything that she likes, so he's doing everything that she likes, until he says to her that he loves her after they have their first kiss. And she's like, okay, that's a little creepy. We don't know each other. And then now he starts saying, no, but you know, I've loved you for months. But I'm like, what do you mean months? We've known each other for like a short while, for weeks. And then it now starts coming out that he's actually been stalking her, but then he's pushing it forward as, oh, I'm just looking after you, you know, I'm taking care of you, you need somebody to take care of you and stuff like that, and I'm here to protect you and stuff like that. And she starts realizing that this guy is a little bit crazy, and he has a past that is still getting unveiled to us. She also has like some dark secrets, and he knows one of them, and he's essentially blackmailing her, because part of him stalking her was him also recording her house, and he managed to record something that is incriminating, and now he's blackmailing her into being in a relationship with him because of that. So So yeah, this was happening. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm listening to it on Libra FM. So far so good. And then I am and then I'm also reading Turning Tables, and this is by Alice Takawira. Alice is a Zimbabwean author living in the States somewhere, and this book is following Maita. Well, also there's three perspectives, so we get Maita's perspective. Maita is this here lady. We're following Ade's perspective, and then we're following Chris's perspective. Off the bat, I don't like Chris. I don't like Chris. This is a romance book that has a love triangle. I don't know if I enjoy love triangles, but I just don't like Chris's personality. I think he's very shallow. I think that he's like, how do I even explain it? Like, he's ignorant. One, I feel like he's rude. I feel like he's shallow, and at the same time, I feel like he's got, oh, what do they call it? Black fever? I don't know, because he met this black girl and he's never dated a black girl before, and it's like, oh my gosh, how did you get all the way from Zimbabwe here? Wasn't it a big like? I was just reading it and I was getting irritated and complaining to my husband every time I got to Chris. I'm like, I don't want to read Chris's part. I don't want to read his part because it's irritating me, and I feel like the author is gonna make him the person that wins Maita. I feel like that's what's gonna happen, and if that happens, that's gonna really take a knock on how I feel about the book, because I really don't like this guy, and I feel like there's no redeeming him for me at this point, and I'm only on page 57. I'm only on page 57, and they are about just under 300 pages, and I don't like him. The thing is, Ade is in a relationship, and if Ade is in a relationship and Ade is not interested in getting back with with Maita. So essentially, did I even tell you what the stories were? So essentially, Maita broke up with Ade about a year prior and never explained to him why. And now she's like, oh my gosh, I made the most regrettable mistake of my life. I need him back. So she finishes off school for the semester. She gets on a plane to London where Ade stays, and to surprise him and basically ask for a love back. On the plane, she meets Chris. Off the bat, he seems like, okay, fun, whatever, a cool guy. But then when they start to talk, and then he's asking her all these questions, like, I feel like there's a difference between not knowing about a country or not knowing, having certain information, and, you know, just being oblivious, or I guess ignorant or whatever. There's that, but then there's also the way that you talk about a country or a race that you have no idea about. I feel like he's so insensitive. Like, oh gosh, he just rubs me the wrong way. He rubs me the wrong way, and I don't like him, and I hope she doesn't end up with him. But so she's afraid of flights and turbulence, and there's a lot of turbulence. And what happens? He becomes the savior. I roll. And one of the things he does is like offer her a sleeping pill. First of all, you're a stranger, right? You are a stranger. You're offering me a drug that I don't know what it is. There's no way, like, logically, I don't know. Maybe I don't understand the state she was in. Maybe I don't understand her fear that she was so desperate. But I would not have taken a drug from a stranger and just popped it in my mouth and trusted that it's a sleeping pill. I don't take medication that often, so I don't know what pills are supposed to look like that do certain things, so I wouldn't have taken it. And then on top of it all, he goes and offers her wine. They're on a plane, and he's like, oh no, maybe get some wine on top of giving her a pill. And he acknowledges that he's doing that in the book, which for me doesn't negate the fact that you're doing it. Okay, he irritates me. So now he comes into the picture, and he's starting to confuse things, because now your aim as Maita is to get back with Ade, who's in another relationship now, but then he's there doing grand gestures, like sending her a bottle of, not a bottle, a box of 12 bottles of wine, and inviting you to come and visit me. I'll come and fetch you stuff. Like, for me, those grand gestures are not, they were not romantic. I did not read them as being romantic. Oh, Laura J. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. Clearly, I have a lot of feelings about this book. I'm trying not to catch the light here. I made myself a cup of coffee, which is getting cold. And I've been editing a video, so that's done exporting. I'm gonna upload it now, and then I'll work on my thumbnail later. I'm too tired to do it now. But I also, the other thing that I did today that made me tired was I went to the doctor because I had a doctor's appointment for my foot. Apparently I have something called plaster fasciitis, whatever that is causing pain just before the heel of my shoe. And I just wanted to get kind of like recommendations on what I need to do. But while I was there, I had downloaded the ebook of Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, which is part of the Dark Artifices series, and I started reading it, and I'm like, this is good. This is good. Like, I wish this was my number one book right now, but I kind of have a deadline with Turning Tables, and I want to finish that by Sunday, and then I can move on to this one, because I'm like, I'm enjoying this. This is the kind of like fantasy type book I want to read, and all I've read thus far is the prologue, you guys. I am not even yet on chapter 1, but I'm like, I think I'm gonna love this. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. So what I've planned to do, the day is so short, man. It's 6:30, because I'm also gonna be playing games with Shane. So we are going to play, what's the name of this game? So I'm gonna be playing games with Shane. So we're gonna be playing Fallout 76, and I have to kind of like let him know what time to play. I think maybe at 8 o'clock. I want to give myself like an hour and a half of reading. So I'm kind of like reading, watching YouTube, but I wanted to like swap chapters, like read a chapter of Turning Tables and then read a chapter of Lady Midnight to get myself back into the excitement, and then go back to the book, because yeah, Chris really frustrates me, but everybody else I'm happy reading from Ade. I feel like his character is more believable, and he's more logical in a sense. Like his feelings and the way that he's reacting is believable to me. I feel like Chris is just like Chris, and Maita is still okay for me. But yeah, so I want to read a chapter there, chapter there. But a part of me was also holding why we meditate, because I am staying focused on my meditation. I want to kind of like start reading this book as well, and this is the kind of book that I want to read in small chunks. So maybe read a paragraph today, or like one chapter, just to like, you know, see whatever lessons is meant, like I'm meant to learn, and then put it down, you know, meditate on it, and then I'll come back to it whenever. So this is probably going to take me a while to read, because I'm not reading it like a normal novel, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is the plan. I will talk to you guys with that. This is probably going to be the last time I pick up my camera for today. Oh, let me also show you what I've been doing, because I've been updating my my reading journal. I'm just gonna show you the one page. So this is what I've been working on. I don't have a heading yet. I'm still trying to figure out what to make it look like, but at the same time I'm trying not to overcomplicate the designs of everything, because I'm already like running late with this, and I don't want to push it even further. But I was busy adding the stars on all the books, so that it can make it easy for me to rate. Like for example, I've already read the 5th season, so, and I gave it 4.5 stars. So I hope that half shows. It's not really focusing, but yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is all my book series that I want to get to in 2022. So I've got all the pictures here. I'm missing a picture here. I don't know if I didn't print it out, or if I lost it somewhere and then I forgot to print out the 3rd book that's coming out now at the end of January. And then I've got all the Throne of Glass books that the new covers are coming out in February, and I really want these specific covers. So maybe me putting them here is me manifesting getting myself these covers. So yeah, that's what I have. And then I probably want to add manga just to fill out this page, because I don't want it to be empty. So I'm probably gonna get the Spy Family pictures and then go print it out, and then I can have the Spy Family pictures here as well. Hello you guys, I am coming on here to close off this vlog. I haven't picked up my camera in a couple of days because it's been really hectic, and we lost a loved one in the family, so yeah, I just didn't pick up my camera. But I just wanted to close off this vlog. I'm not sure how much footage I actually took. I remember myself trying to get back into an exercise routine, and I think I did good. I think I worked out about 3 times last week, which is not bad. I worked out today as well, but I'm starting a new vlog, so I'm not counting that into last week. I managed to finish one book last week, which was an audiobook, and it is called The Obsession by Jesse Q. Sutanto, who is the same author who wrote Dial A for Aunties, and there's a sequel to that. I just haven't listened to that yet. And it was pretty good. I think I will probably give it like a 4.25 star rating, but look out for my post on Instagram with my rating, because I want to run it through Copile first. So I read that it's a YA thriller, mystery thriller, with the main character. So there's 2 POVs that we follow. We've got Delilah, who is half white and half Singaporean, and then we've got Logan. So Delilah joins this new school. Her father passed away like a year ago, and she started a new school. Her mom is dating a new guy, but this new guy is very abusive, right? And so it's like working on her emotions, it's working on her confidence. Like, she's been told what to do, what not to do, and, you know, gaslighting the mom and her So it's a very bad situation. But then something happens, something tragic happens, and amidst all of that, she also kind of like bumps into Logan at school, and Logan has a, do I call it a disorder? What do they call it in the book? I think they called it a disorder in the book, but delusional. I think it's something like a delusional disorder, and essentially it's like when, well, disclaimer, I don't know anything about it. Okay, I'm just talking about what I remember. But essentially it's like taking a situation and convincing yourself that it's like the situation is something else. And more specifically to him, he has kind of like a delusion when it comes to girls and them being in love with him. So he bumped into Delilah once, and he was convinced that they had this amazing connection and she's in love with him, and he's going to do everything he can to be with her. So it's very similar to You. If you watched You or read the books, very, very similar. He gets so obsessed with her. He does all this research. He goes into her background, and then eventually when he asks her on a date, of course it's the perfect date because he's done his research. He's made sure to give her all the things that she wants or she likes. So yeah, so it's that situation until it turns very ugly. There's blackmailing in there. There's a whole bunch of things that's happening, and there are like themes around domestic abuse as well as drug use and like mental health issues, like I said. But I think it was pretty good, and it was pretty it kept me on my toes, and I wanted to like keep finding out what happened, what's gonna happen. But yeah, I gave it about 4.25 stars. And then I started this book here, Turning Tables by Alice Takawira. This is a debut author. This is a first book, and I'm currently on chapter 7 on page 55, but I haven't picked it up in like 2 days. So I'm hoping like to get back to it this week and finish it. I'm planning on finishing it this week. So in this book we follow Maita, who had a relationship with Ade, and then they broke up about a year prior to the current situation in the book, and she feels very guilty because she literally just walked out on him without any explanation or anything like that. So this is what happened, and then she's trying to like get some love back and go back to Ade. So she gets on a flight to go and surprise him and ask for her love back. But while she's on this flight, who does she sit next to? Chris. She sits next to Chris and starts having a conversation with Chris, and Chris is like, I think I found the one, and he's now pursuing her, but she's like still on the, you know, I need to get back to Ade, but Ade is now in a relationship. So it's a whole love triangle mess that is happening here. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just know for sure that I don't like Chris, and I feel like if she doesn't find Ade, I'm just hoping that she gets with somebody else. I just don't like Chris's personality. I just don't like him. I don't like him at all. And like something that was interesting when I was reading the note from the author, or no, when I was reading about the author, the information given on about the author was kind of very similar to the background, Maita's background. So I guess it's like inspired by real stories, because the author has the same degree that our main character has. The author is from the same country as the main character. The main character is Zimbabwean, living in America, and Ade is in London. And she has family in London as well. She studied physiotherapy and she's working, well, yeah, she studied physiotherapy. She's furthering her studies, but then she's moved to London now during her break to get back with Ade, but to also work. But yeah, I like, there's a lot of what is it, things that are the same between the author and the main character. So yeah, I'm so busy with this one. And then I also started this book. I've mainly been reading it on my phone via ebook on SCRIBD. SCRIBD does have the whole trilogy on the app. So this is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare, and this is the first book in the Dark Artifices series. So in this book, we are following Kita. I'm only on page 20. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that we were first introduced to Kita, who is a human. And what do they call humans in this place? They have a name for them. So they have a name for them in the book. They call them mundanes, which is not really a nice word to use for humans in here, but essentially mundanes don't have any kind of powers, and shadow hunters have the power of sight, and they are also part angel, so they are able to see all these beings that are not human, werewolves, vampires, you know, beings that normal people can't see. So essentially, when a normal person looks at a vampire, they just see a normal human. But then if you're a shadow hunter or a sighted person, then you are able to see them for who they really are. But that's as much as I know about this. We spent most of the time in the 20 pages in the shadow world, where a shadow market, where it's like an underground market that comes out at night and normal humans can't see. You have to like walk through a wall to get to this place, and you've got all these stalls and all these beings selling anything you can imagine. But yeah, I'm interested in the story. I mean, what I read in 20 pages makes me want to continue reading the book. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna be continuing with in the next vlog. So yeah, this was actually a little bit of a long outro, but thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. I've got links down below to my other social media platforms, as well as a link to try out SCRIBD for 60 days. So when you sign up with SCRIBD, you get 60 days, I get 30 days free. However, if you need to use SCRIBD at your own capacity, it's about $9 to use SCRIBD. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.